If you're a YouTuber, you'd understand that once you get monetized, there's a difference between a CPM, is what advertisers pay to advertise on your channel, and then there's an RPM, which is the amount that you as the creator get paid per 1,000 views. Now, I was blown away with one of my videos that has a RPM of over $80 and also a CPM of over $200. Now, this is extraordinary. Now, soon I'll actually show you the video that I'm talking about, but I'll also compare it to other videos that I've also created. But what creates such a high CPM and RPM? Because I do know that there's YouTubers out there that might get as little as $1 or $2 as a payment from YouTube for 1,000 views. So let's look a little bit further into this for this video. So for a better understanding of what CPM versus RPM, I simply Googled it. So let's have a look. On YouTube, CPM, or cost per mil, is the cost an advertiser pays per 1,000 views or ad impressions, while an RPM, or revenue per mil, is the actual revenue that the creator makes for every 1,000 views on YouTube. So it's interesting to see that advertisers are prepared to spend over $220 on my video, and I'm able to generate over $88 per 1,000 views for my video. But what things can come into play to change that? Why would some people get such a high RPM while others get a really low RPM? And so what we're quickly going to do is to jump on my YouTube channel, and I'll show you the RPM and the CPM of this particular video. So it's my KD Spy Complete Guide. So it's roughly a 30-minute video. And if we go to the revenue, you can go down here and you can see how much advertisers will pay, $226 for every 1,000 views. And then you can see the views revenue for every 1K views, RPM is $88.19. It'd be good if I can get some more views on it, because that would actually increase it. So what I'll actually do is to leave the link in the description below so you can actually check out for yourself why you think this video in particular has such a high CPM and RPM. But let's strip all that back. Let's have a little bit more of an investigation of why some YouTube channels have a higher CPM compared to others, and let's break it down a little bit more. And so just for clarity, the CPM is what the advertisers pay, the RPM is what a YouTube creator would earn. So let's have a look at the influencing factors. So it could be to do with your industry, your niche. So some industries pay a lot more based on the advertising that they're likely to do. High valued niches will attract higher advertising costs. The audience location, so typically people located in the United States, the UK, Canada and Australia, whereas if there's countries that maybe have a lower socio-demographic, it may not attract the advertising spend. The viewer demographics, so it depends on the age range. Sometimes there's industries that might be more targeted, like beauty, and so they have more of an aggressive approach for that. The watch time and engagement time, so comments and the length of time that someone will watch your video, that's really, really important as well. I've found that the sweet spot for me is to do videos over 10 minutes. It just allows more ad rolls throughout the videos that I create. The formats used, so if there's skippable ads, then it won't pay as much, but if there's more mid-roll ads as well, they can help. So that's probably the length where that comes into it. The seasonality, the time of year, I've found that October through to December is typically the highest paying period of time, particularly in the niche I'm in with self-publishing. Advertisers are wanting people to start fresh, I guess, in the following new year, so they might have different software that they want them to purchase, or different self-publishing brands and things might advertise. And then finally, the content type and the monetized restrictions. So if you have a channel specifically targeted with children, then there might be limitations on what, because advertisers can actually advertise on your channel. So if it's controversial as well, sensitive or restricted topics, that could have an impact as well. So let's go on to the next one. So the high RPM and CPM niches versus the low ones. So the ones that would generate the highest CPM average range of $10 to $40 per 1,000 views would be finance and investment, so credit cards investing, business and marketing, technology and software reviews, and health and fitness, particularly the premium side of things, medical treatments and things. You might even have insurances that might generate higher advertising spend cost. What about the lower ones where probably the majority of people would probably be in that, like gaming, we've got comedy and entertainment, and also kids content. So they tend to be the smaller ones where it might be between $2 to $7 with what you would get paid as a YouTuber. So you got to consider that when you're creating your channel. If you're there to make more of a revenue stream from YouTube, you need to consider what topics you're going to be talking about. And particularly when you first set up your YouTube channel and get monetized, so you need to get 4,000 viewing hours and 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. That period of time is important because they will categorize you in a particular niche or subject area and base your RPM and CPM around that. So don't start with a gaming channel and then move to a finance channel on the same channel, because you might find that your RPM and CPM can be impacted by that. Let me give you an example to finish this off as well. On my channel is about self-publishing, whereas I've got a brother who does sports interviews, and it's a highly successful channel that he runs. However, he has a lot of interviews, they're talking sports, they have guests on, but his RPM and CPM would be very, very different from what mine is, and well, it is, because I've spoken to him about it. So mine, if as an example, I might talk about the best niche research software to use for 2025, so it might be a review of a SaaS product. So companies might be willing to pay a lot more with their advertising to jump onto my video to advertise to that market. People are willing to spend money. They're on that channel. They're looking at the software. They're probably ready to spend. Whereas if they're looking at my brother's channel, who he's interviewing former sports players, they're talking about people that are in and out of teams. So a player might get dropped from a team. So you might attract more of a generalized advertiser for that channel. And so it's more consumer brands of general in nature that might advertise on that channel compared to mine. Again, it is very important to consider that when you're creating your YouTube channel. But let's reflect on this, and then hopefully the information I've brought together will help you get a better understanding of what your channel could be creating in revenue with the type of topics that you talk about. And before we finish off, I thought you might find this interesting. I'll go to a couple of my other videos and let's compare what the CPM and RPM is. So we'll go to this video right here. This is done in 2023. So its estimated revenue so far generated is $1,266 for this particular video. If we go to the revenue, this will then give us the CPM, $76. So it's different from the review video I did for a SaaS product. So I'm receiving $33 US per 1,000 views. If we go to one other video, let's go back. Let's have a look at maybe we'll do this one here. So this is when I reviewed the platform of school.com, the educational platform. So this has created $216 since it was released with 6.4 thousand views. Let's have a look at the revenue, and it's generated or generates $33.94 per 1,000 views, similar to the children's book video that I did, but compared to the KD Spy video, it's significantly less. And you can see the ebbs and flows of some videos and what they get and what they don't. But typically, my RPM will be between $20 to $35 to $40 for my channel. You do get some exceptional ones like my KD Spy video that really took off and hopefully will continue to generate good, strong revenue based on that CPM that I receive. As mentioned, I've left the link of the high-performing video in the description below. So if you want to check out that video, find out what all the fuss is about, why advertisers would be wanting to spend so much on that particular video, you're welcome to go and check it out. Hopefully you learn something, hopefully you create your own reviews of products which might then therefore lead you to get a high RPM or CPM if your channel allows you to do that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you have all the success with your YouTube channel, and I look forward to creating another video soon. So until then, goodbye.